My name is Professor Sue Black, and I am both an anatomist and a forensic anthropologist.
And I'm Kirsty Gunn, and I'm a novelist and short story writer, and I'm also chair of creative writing.
We've seen a huge development in our field recently. When you go back in history, the way in which the human body was embalmed has been pretty much stagnant for a very long time. Bodies are embalmed with formalin. And what we started to do was look at a new way of embalming, and it just changed and transformed the way that we look at anatomy and the way that we look at the interaction of anatomy with, for example, medicine, surgeons. And then, of course, we found ourselves interacting with the arts and interacting with the public. So we found that suddenly anatomy, which was a subject that was often quite enclosed away and people didn't talk about it, we found that when we started to talk about it with people who were very used to dealing with the public, it was a subject that people wanted to talk about. And with our new development, our new approach to embalming coming on, it was a fantastic platform in which to do that. Mortality
is one of the last taboos. So we wanted to make a kind of public statement that said, look, this study of anatomy is not this terrifying, ghoulish thing. It's all about us, it's about our bodies. And to that end, I got wonderful writers together to make essays and poems. And we created this lovely public event. From that came an anthology that has done terrifically well around the country. And then from that, we went on to develop our In Memoriam project. I have this line that I use with the students, and now I'm starting to use it in all my deliberations. By contemplating the dead, we come to understand the living.
And our students talk about the cadavers as being our silent teachers. And it's how we refer to them, because these are people who come and work in my department, and they teach my students. And for us, there's a really personal involvement, because these members of the public we speak to before the event happens. We get to know them, and their families rely on us to look after them for the length of time that we're there. And it forms this community, if you like, that is between us and them and the families. This is the first time any institution in the UK has introduced this method. We were the first to do it. What's interesting now is almost on a monthly basis, we're getting people coming to visit us saying, can we have a look at how you do this? How do you do it? Why do you do it? And there is no doubt that it's a real sea change. I think the next big development for us is how we progress with the body, just how creative we can become at making it as close a simulation to the patient as possible. That we can put a cadaver onto a ventilator and simulate its breathing, but at what point is it too far? And that exploration, I think, is a fantastic exploration that we can do with you.
And we're going to start that with our beautiful book that I've managed to persuade my wonderful publishers to put together a book. It's going to be called The Book of Death and Dying, and we're going to have essays that investigate this kind of issue, as well as work from our students and work from fellow colleagues in areas of writing and arts.
It needs to be fun, and if it's fun for us, it's fun for our students.
Exactly.